Guess what happened to me today?
There's a flag on the play, dude.
These are things that keep me up at night.
Being punched in the testicles?
This is Jose.
This is Gan.
Does anyone know where we are right now?
Happy Wednesday.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our podcast.
And welcome to the holiday edition.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit about our way of eating. And
Carnivore over Christmas.
Yeah, a lot of people have been reading a lot on social media, on a couple of Facebook pages that I follow, and some Instagram. People are pretty stressed about, what am I going to eat over the holidays?
Oh, I just want to precursor this. Through this episode, there's going to be some pretty good ideas. We've come up with some pretty good ideas of ways to, some things to do or bring or help you get through this. So just stay tuned. And keep listening.
Just give you some hints on how to make it easier on you. Yeah, because we're a lot of people are stressed about what to do. I mean, you got office parties coming up. Mind you, I think a lot of office parties have already happened. Mm-hmm. But anyways,
friends inviting friends over to their house and just visiting people. And
what do you do? I mean, you and I were talking about earlier how you were raised. Your mom did a lot of baking and made a lot of sweets over the holidays.
And those who know me know I'm a sugar junkie. So this Carnivore has been good, but the holidays coming up are, that it's like
everybody
sweet
posting
tooth is cutting out again.
Yeah, well, everybody posting pictures of, a friend of ours, Eva, posts a lot of, like, she's big at baking and doing all that. So anyways, so
what are some things that could be hard for Carnivore?
So this is we've been doing this we're on 11 months now. So we're coming up to a year in January. And we've had a few holidays. We had Thanksgiving, but it hasn't really been an issue for us. We
were on the road now. We've left over the holidays. So we did our pre-Christmas in November. So
with
Christmas
our daughter
dinner.
And our son-in-law Brent.
And your sister, yeah.
Yeah, and my sister. We had Christmas and we did a steak dinner, and I think our son-in-law had a couple of sides or whatever, but the rest of us are all carnivores, so he's pretty adaptable. Yeah. But I know our daughter Gabby was, she goes to her in-laws for Christmas, and everyone's, wanting to accommodate her and help her out and, follow what she's doing and help her out a bit, but it's really hard to do that. You feel like you're putting people out at the same time when your dietary needs or your wants, if you will, are different than everybody else's. So, I mean, a few hints on what you can do to help alleviate that. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, Brent's side of the family is pretty big, so there's a lot of visiting other houses and stuff like that. So,
but that goes for a lot of families too, right?
Of families,
so we're just talking in general, like for certain people, because not to get into Gabby's, that's again her story to tell
for sure.
But other people that are in that kind of same situation, for us too. Like when we're invited to somebody's house for dinner, we tell them, we're carnivore, and if you don't mind, we'll bring our own meat. It's for us. It's not so much about the food. It's about, we want to visit with you. And if we happen to sit and eat.
It's not what's on the table.
Yeah, it's what's around the table.
That's right.
Yeah.
So hint number one is discuss it with the people that invite you over. And, just tell them not to put themselves out. You bring your own food.
Yeah.
Bring your own, like if you're not sure if they're even, there's going to be stuff there, then bring your own meal.
Yeah.
Just say, I'm going to bring my own meal.
Don't stress about it. Or, if they don't want to, if it's too much of a hassle, just say, hey, let's get together for, coffee or tea after dinner. Or drinks. If you drink, then, have after dinner drinks. And, that's very sociable,
Definitely.
Or, go, for after dinner drinks and bring a charcuterie board. 'Cause that's very, brings something to the event.
If you're going to something that's kind of quick or whatever, and it's not a meal thing, but there'll be snacks there, and you might feel like you might be tempted. One of the things is try and eat something rich before you go. Like if you're at an office party or something like that,
what do you mean? What do you mean when you say that? Like eat something rich?
Eat something like fatty, like a ground beef with some cheese in it and something rich, like a fatty food.
Something filling.
Something filling.
Okay. Yeah,
Nothing big, like it's not your full meal type of thing. The good thing about carnivore is you don't get hungry that much, but if you're full, you really don't feel like picking at stuff.
Yeah.
So if you feel like you might be tempted, one of the things is try and eat something rich, like cheeses or.
I thought, when you say something rich, I'm like, oh, hey,
like
my sugar daddy.
Wagyu beef.
Wagyu beef.
Yeah. No, like something
Spitting out
kind
$20
of thick.
bills.
Yeah. Something rich.
Something filling is pretty much what you
Yeah.
mean. Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering what you meant when you said that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been doing our 12 days of Christmas. We've been having
Oh
a
my God.
lot of fun with that, and the response to that has been insane.
A carnivore could eat.
Yeah. That song is stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we've been having a lot of fun with that, trying to give people some ideas as to,
Stuff you could
try to keep it a little bit fun. We've discovered a couple of recipes we've been having some fun with. The tortilla wraps, like that
Oh my God, yeah.
is insane. Like, what is it? Beef gelatin and water, right? Beef
Yeah.
gelatin and water, and you mix it together. And wait, what the fuck else was in that? Anyways, I'm gonna find the recipe and I'll post it. It is so simple to do. It makes 2 tortillas. The recipe. I mean, obviously you can double it if you want to, but I just made a one batch and made 2 big tortillas, and oh my God, it was amazing. Like,
There's no egg in that?
I don't remember.
Anyway.
Where the hell did I put that recipe?
Anyway,
Anyways, I wrote it down. It's very, very simple. Like, it's 2 ingredients. I'm sure it's just, I think it's just water and
Yeah.
I don't think it's egg. Yeah.
But it's fantastic because we've done smash burgers on them, ground beef patties on them.
Oh my
and they're
God.
like a little,
Yeah. Like, you put it in the it's like cooking a pancake, like or a crepe. It's a little
crepe, yeah,
thinner.
it's really
a
thin.
little thinner. Because I tried to make
and it
tortillas.
holds up.
Oh yeah.
It holds up to twisting and bending and.
Were you around that day? Because I spent the entire day making those other tortillas. Do you remember that? I was
Oh my
I
God.
wanted to
With
cry.
a hole in the middle.
Oh my God. Because it was crushed pork rind with, anyway, some weird mixture, and you got to cook it on low heat, and anyways, I wanted to take a long walk off a short pier that day. These are so freaking simple, and
Definitely.
it's beef gelatin, like beef gelatin and water, I'm sure is all it is.
Why don't we do a post on it there? We'll just stay tuned. Watch our
Actually,
joke and adventure.
I do have a post on
Do
it.
you? Okay.
Yeah, that's it. It's God damn it! I keep
Here's the
hitting the
bomb.
post. Anyways, it's very simple. I put it on TikTok, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's egg white powder.
Egg white butter
The egg white powder, yeah.
and beef gelatin.
And egg white protein powder. Anyways, I've gone on a long
There you
enough
go.
about. And the beef gelatin.
It's all coming back to her now.
Anyways, it is so damn good.
Monty got a haircut today. We were up really early this morning, so we're pretty tired.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
kicking back in though. We're revving up.
Yeah,
what-
so super easy to make.
Yeah.
Anyways, so what did I do with those? We've been making smash burgers, and I made what's those roll up things?
the
They're-
pinwheels.
The pinwheels. That used to be one of my go-tos when I would go, like when I would make a charcuterie board, I would put pinwheels on
Why don't
there.
you describe what a pinwheel is? Because
So it's like it's
You'll
a
see it in
tortilla.
our 12 Days of Christmas, by the way.
Tortilla
Spoiler
wrap.
alert.
Yeah. Oh shit, it is too. Anyways, tortilla wrap, and you put cream cheese, and the Philadelphia cream cheese. We found one that has no sugar in it,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
No sugar, and anyways, I put it on like half of it, and
Skim it.
and I use like a cold cut. I mean, I know cold cut's not ideal, but
The salami has no sugar.
salami has no
here.
sugar in it, and I find one really plain, no spices or whatever. You put
Yeah,
it
there
in
was
there.
a turkey breast one that you did. It was really good, and it was just plain old turkey. You could put anything in it.
Yeah, and then you just roll it up, and then
And
you
then-
cut it up like a sushi. Like it's, anyways.
Yeah,
They're-
they're fantastic.
Yeah, they're so good. Anyways,
So that's another idea. You could bring some of those, but make sure when you bring these things, because they're so yummy and everybody loves carnivore, but they don't want to
Everybody
say it.
loves them.
Bring
Yeah.
enough for everybody, and then you can have some yourself.
yeah, like the carnivore pizza.
Oh my God, yeah.
You brought that to a football party, and
I had to make 2
Yeah.
full-size cookie sheets of them, and they went.
yeah, of the carnivore pizza.
Yeah.
Anyways, so different options.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of went on a rant.
No, that's perfect. We're going over some ideas.
Yeah, so things to bring. Yeah, so ideas over the holidays.
We're not there yet.
Oh, we're not there yet.
No, we were trying to find ways to get through the holidays.
Oh, get through the holidays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like if you end up some friends invite you out to dinner or whatever, and you just do your research and check out the restaurant. And just make a wise choice. Like sometimes you just can't avoid. I mean, you went out to dinner with some people and didn't have dinner at all. You just sat there with them.
Oh, well, because I looked at their menu online and there was absolutely nothing I could eat in there. So I just ate before I left.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I feel bad we're eating. I'm like, just eat. Like, eat. I think I had a cup of tea while I went to the spa.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I went to St. Anne's Spa in Ontario. It is fabulous. I cannot say enough good things about it. Yeah. Anyways, I didn't eat anything there, but we had a chef come to the room. I had brought a bunch of my own food because, again, I looked at the menu before I left.
Yeah.
And we had a chef, and I talked to him, and he knew about the carnivore way of eating, and he totally fixed it up for me. So it was great.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
One of the other things is if you're on your own or whatever, just seek some support. If you're feeling a little tempted or you feel like discouraged or whatever, go on some of these sites we're on.
Yeah.
And just follow other carnivores. Well,
yeah. Oh,
say.
there's so many pages out there. Some of them are a little bit
much.
Yeah, they're a bit critical. Like, I had to leave those because I'm like, like somebody is talking about how they can't afford to do steak every day. They can only afford, certain cold cuts. And, people are like, oh, cold cuts are crap and you shouldn't be eating that. It's horrible. And it's you go with what you can afford, and that stuff is better than the other crap that's out there. It's better than your chips and your cookies and your, all that crap stuff. So, don't be too hard on yourself. You go with what is budget friendly, and you just got to read labels.
Oh my God. It really motivated me. I was a little discouraged a little while back as you showed me a picture of me back on that wine tour a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
How unhealthy I was. I never knew I looked that way.
Yeah.
Until I saw it, and just maybe that's a motivator over the holidays. Go look at an old picture of yourself.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not just that. Like you remember what it felt like.
Yeah.
I just saw you earlier getting down to pick up Monty or whatever, and you did not moan or groan.
No. And things didn't click and snap and pop, and it didn't sound like somebody was making popcorn behind me. Or
you crouch down now, and you stay down there for a bit, then you get back up again. I was like,
yeah, it's a nice stretch.
Yeah.
I've never done that. Does anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last thing I have is don't beat yourself up if you slip.
Yes.
Right. It's the holidays.
Kenny, have you had an issue with?
Are we talking about this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was going out and I was looking for, Jose makes these, a recipe coming up for gummy worms.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I went out to find some Jello molds or little candy molds or whatever. So I tried a couple places. It's a pretty small town we're in now, but I stopped at a candy store. I thought, if a candy store's got candy, they might have some stuff to sell, like make candies. Like in Ontario, they have a Bulk Barn. They have little candy molds there. So I went in there, but down in the States, they have these different candies, and they're so neat, and like cherry bombs and the sour bombs and stuff like that. So I grabbed a couple of these little, Swedish fish, and like a bag, and they weigh it, and I spent maybe 40 cents on it. Like I was like one of these, but I was sick. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, you came back and you ran to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, it was both ends. And
yeah.
It was just, I was nauseous. Yeah, and I was going through one of the carnivore sites on Facebook, and there was something that came up about somebody said they were at an office party and they ate pizza and they got really, really sick or something like that. And there's a lady who is a biologist or a human biologist or whatever she was, and she said that it's a possibility, and I'm not a doctor and I'm not confirming any of this, but she said your pancreas, because it's not prepared with insulin to put in when you take sugar. I think it's there's an amount of sugar your body can handle.
Yeah, and when you're carnivore for so long, and then you douse it with sugar, Your body's like, what the hell is this?
It becomes toxic because your body's not prepared to put the insulin to fight the sugar. So the glucose becomes toxic to your body, and your body's like, out, everybody out.
Everybody out.
Find an exit. Everybody get out.
Yeah.
And that's what it was like.
Oh my God. Like, it's like, are you okay in there? You sound like you're dying.
It was bad. So
that was punishment.
It was punishment for sure.
But that you didn't tell me right away.
No.
So I'm like, what the hell did we eat?
I didn't have time to tell you. There's no time for conversation, Jessica.
But I'm going through my head. I'm like, okay, what did we eat? I mean, meat, but I'm like, where did we get that?
Meat?
Yeah.
No,
I started worrying. I'm like, do I feel okay? I mean, I think I feel okay. And
I've occasionally snuck a couple of things, and I've been fine with it. But this was just straight candy, and I had to beat myself up a bit because I just didn't feel well. But that's just the way it went.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that. I paid the price for it.
Yeah, paid the piper.
So some ideas to help. So we were talking about what could you bring to somebody's house.
Yeah.
Let's go over some of those things.
Yeah, charcuterie board is hands down one of the easiest thing you can do.
They're all the rage.
Yeah. I mean, we made the charcuterie board there for Shelly's birthday.
Yeah.
The big 6. That was so much fun. I added stuff on there, obviously, that we don't eat, but to make it more fun, but charcuterie boards are a fun idea. The pinwheels for sure.
And don't forget on the charcuterie board, like, it's not something you think of, but like beef jerky. So we've made our own beef jerky, but there's a lot of beef jerkies you can find.
Yeah. What's you said you saw a recipe for deviled
eggs. So they're hard to make, but I mean, if you're carnivore, you got a lot of time on your hands because we eat like twice a day or something like that, if that at all.
Yeah.
But you take the yolk out of the deviled egg, and they mix it with butter, salt, and if you use some spices or whatever, then put some spices in there. But it's just butter and salt to salt it up, and then they put bacon on the top. They crumble a lot of bacon on the top, and
that would be so good.
And then they pipe it back into the eggshell.
The bacon would be good.
Oh, the bacon just adds more salt and more flavor, and it's bacon and eggs, but it's creamed up a bit.
Nice.
And you could I'm sure you could add a cream cheese in there if you wanted to. There's a lot of ideas for deviled eggs. Oh, it's so good. Who doesn't love deviled eggs?
That's awesome. And you made some awesome, those cheesy meatballs you made. You can make meatballs. Mm-hmm. Those were so good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's lots of different
cheeses,
stuff.
obviously, and shrimp wheels or shrimp cocktails.
Shrimp rings.
Shrimp rings. Thank you.
Shrimp wheels. I like shrimp wheel. What the hell is a shrimp wheel?
Goes on my shrimp car.
Yep. But yeah, there's lots to do. We don't just eat steak, No. Like we eat burgers, we eat fish. We've been eating quite a bit of fish down here. Mm-hmm. The mahi is really nice, and it's a nice. I find it fatty.
Yeah, it's a hearty
yeah,
fish.
it's thick and it's yummy.
Yeah, and sometimes they run out of it. But I've tried another fish there. I cannot remember. It's skipjack or skipwhack or something like that. And you told me it's kind of like a mahi, and it was fantastic. So
yeah, that's awesome.
Seafoods are great. One of the things was prepare meals. Like if you got some time through the holidays between Christmas or New Year's, have some stuff. Make sure you have stuff at your house.
Yeah.
What about shopping? We were out today and everybody was I was like, it's Monday. Why is there so many people?
I know.
Kids are in school for the last few days and parents are trying to jam it all in. It was mayhem. So what could we do if you were shopping?
Yeah, I think planning ahead. You have to plan ahead. I know you and I normally have a big bag of pork rinds
in the car just in case. Mm-hmm. And we have those little pepperettes. Where do you get those pepperettes? The Canadian Tire? Or? Yeah, they're Canadian made, and there's actually I've seen some down here. There's another type. Anyway, McSeely's, Mc something or other.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of them coming out now that say no sugar on it.
No sugar. And just make sure you check the ingredients, because a lot of them, it's
most
so
Circle
confusing.
K's have stuff like that in it.
Yeah, it says no sugar, and then, like when you look at the nutritional chart, it says 0 for sugar, and then you look in the ingredients and sugar's listed. So I don't understand how that works.
Yeah, I think it's such a low amount for the serving size, it doesn't show up as sugar. I don't know. There's a trick to it, but
still put it in there.
That's part of the make wise choices. If you have to eat something,
but plan ahead. I mean, I know that 5 Five Guys. Like this is what I like when I follow a lot of these pages or whatever. I have a women's group that I follow, and very, very supportive. It's really good. And they talk about, like grabbing a hamburger patty with some cheese and bacon on it. And Five Guys apparently is really good at it. McDonald's, I think it has to be a quarter pounder. But people are so critical about McDonald's because, they say, oh, they use fillers, it's garbage. Anyways,
yeah,
it's still better than having it with the bun and the sauce and everything on it. So, I mean, if you're stuck, you're stuck, Yeah,
a lady posted she goes to In-N-Out Burger and grabs 12 patties with cheese and bacon.
Yeah.
No buns.
Yeah.
And what happens to them? They put it out in 12 different boxes.
Oh my God, they put it in 12 different boxes. Anyways, yeah, she's like, she's laughing at that. She's like, anyways.
But, I mean, that's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are some other issues we could run into? What about, you go to some places and...
Well, I had a friend reach out to me and... Well, I actually reached out to her, asked her how she was doing with Carnivore, and I hope she doesn't get upset for me for mentioning it. But her mother-in-law really gave her a hard time. I think it was her mother-in-law. Anyways, was giving her a hard time about like, how come you're not eating this, and you shouldn't be doing this. Like, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have people that are gonna be so very critical about how you're eating, and honestly, treat it like an allergy. If you want to, tell them your doctor. My doctor told me to avoid certain foods, and he doesn't want me eating this. He told me just to eat this because we're trying to figure out how. If you really want to get into it, if you don't, you could just be nice but be blunt about it. Say, this is what I'm eating. So if that's a problem, I'm just gonna leave. Like, you could just be polite. If it's a problem, I'll just leave. They don't want you to leave, like, obviously.
It's family. You can treat them the way you treat family.
Yeah, and I mean, if you only see them twice a year and they're mad every time you go see them because you won't eat what they want you to eat, then fuck them. I'm sorry. I'm at that point in my life where it's...
Tell them next year you come over to my place. And guess what we're having?
We're having meat. Bring your own sides.
Bring your own side.
God damn it. It's just, I remember with me with the dairy allergy, it's like everybody wanted to make you stuff. It's like, please don't. Just, I know how expensive that stuff is, and you're just going to use it the one time to have me over for one meal. And please don't. Like, I feel it makes that person feel extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So just don't do it. Just let them, have a discussion, obviously. Don't not make them anything and then they show up and they have nothing to eat. Yeah. But discuss with them. And if they tell you not to worry about, they'll bring their own, let them bring their own. I mean, it's one person. Yeah. Again, it's not about the meal. It's about the people. It's not what's on the table. It's what's
around the table.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't mean to be so blunt, but for me, it's always been a thorn in my side. Yeah. Not with friends. My friends are pretty good about it. I'm like, whatever. But
yeah, I mean, some people don't understand. Like, back when you had the dairy allergy, it was like, okay, well, I didn't put milk in there, so I just used butter.
Yeah.
It's like,
I still have the allergy. It's not so severe anymore since I've been doing Carnivore. Like, I can't go to town on cheeses, but if I can have a little bit here and there, and my body's just
swelling isn't as bad.
Oh my God,
all the other stuff. Right?
Yeah. But I've had a family member where I get ready to dig into the eggs, and I see the milk on the table. I'm like, what? Or on the counter. It's like, what the hell is that? Mm-hmm. I just put a little bit in. Yeah. But anyways.
So, let's get into the drinking part of it. But I mean, bring your own drinks. I find when I'm around people that are having some festive beverages over the holidays, I bring my own glass, a Yeti or something like that. And, and every time they're like, can I get you a beer? Can I get you whatever? Because they don't think about it. You just go, no, I'm good. You shake your glass. I'm still good.
Yeah.
And they don't know what you're drinking. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what they're drinking. So
no, I'm fine.
It's just water in it. But as long as you I got something in there, I've got a glass.
Or I'm driving. So it's okay to say no. Like, I think it's...
Who doesn't love a driver?
I know.
At a party.
Yeah. I just
want me to drive you home? I'll drive you home.
I'll take you home. But yeah, it's not taboo anymore.
No.
So much, not drink, to eat whatever the hell you want. And if they're not happy, eat them. You're a
Yeah.
carnivore. I'll fucking eat you.
Yeah, salty old bat.
You salty old bat.
Yeah.
What else did you want to cover there, hon?
I think, well, that's, I think, how to get through. I mean, a lot of people got through the office parties, and then we got through shopping. What are some other issues that could trip you up over the holidays? I think we've covered most of it.
Yeah, I think for you, it was the sweets and the baking and the baking.
Cookies. My mom used to cook about 3 months before Christmas. She started doing all her holiday baking, all her treats. And then she'd put them in the freezer, at the bottom of the freezer, in little Tupperware
bins
containers.
or whatever, yeah.
So, and I would know they were there. I found them, and now I have an addiction to frozen cookies because of that, because they're so good. And she'd open them up and like, well, they're half gone. I'm like, yeah, I like frozen cookies now. So yeah, it's tough for me because it's a memory, right? It's conditioning from when you're younger. So we've always, like we talked about earlier, it's a meal, then a dessert, and it's this, and then it's holidays or this, and it's I mean, good thing about a lot of it is just turkey. Turkey's carnivore.
Yeah.
They want to throw sides at you, just kind of move them around or whatever, and lick the butter off the plate and see what they think of that. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. Eat a stick of butter as your side.
Eat a stick of butter. Here, I got my meal.
That's very carnivore.
That'll send them for the hills.
So I think in the next few weeks, maybe I'll add a couple of videos with some recipes, if that's okay. Like those waffle buns are awesome. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're egg and cheese, yeah, mozzarella. They're super simple to make. I'll do those.
Always good to have hamburger patties on standby.
Oh yeah, like we make them ahead of time. What's the other thing too? I'll make those tortilla shell things there.
The wraps are.
Yeah, I want to experiment with them. Like I'd love to, like fold them over and make them into taco shells type of thing, like.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll harden up a little bit more.
But if we put them maybe in the Ninja, anyways, something to play with.
Yeah.
I'll throw the gummy worms in there. Those that I'm waiting for that LMNT to come in. It's what's that called?
It's LMNT is potassium and magnesium, and
it's like a flavor that you put in your water.
Yeah.
What's it for? To hydrate you. What the hell? What the hell is it called?
What? Hydrate you. It's the saturate your body with hydration. I don't know what they're.
Anyways, it'll come to me.
We just ordered some.
And the pizza. I think I already did the pizza.
The pizza treat.
Yeah, but
so stay tuned for our 12 days of Christmas. We still have a few more days left. I think we're only at 9. Did we just do 9?
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9.
And we got some pretty good ones coming up in a minute.
Yeah.
So, well, have a happy holiday, everyone.
Yeah, I guess our next one will be after the Christmas.
Between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
So it'll be pre-New Year's, the last one of the year. Ooh. And then it'll be 12 months we've been carnivore.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so keep it up. Keep talking
Christmas.
about it.
Yeah.
And support each other.
Yeah. You guys, you know how to get a hold of us. Just reach us. Send us a DM. Is it DM? Electrolytes. Electrolytes.
She got there.
Damn it. My brain. This is your brain on lack of sleep.
That's the word of the day, electrolytes.
Okay.
Well, thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening, and have a great holiday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.